we were texting last night just like, that was crazy. That was crazy. This is crazy. That was crazy. And then you just texted everybody saying we should do like a bracket, a 16 seed bracket of the craziest,
Because we could have come up with 16.
And I saw that. I'm like, that's a good idea. So we decided, 16's too many for a show like this.
16 too many.
Okay, so we did 8.
8.
And here they are. The one seed, the craziest thing out of everything, the one seed is the Tampa Bay Rays seemingly taking the lead in the 13th inning because Kevin Kiermaier's ball was off the wall in right field, and it hit Hunter Renfroe as he was chasing it down, and it went over the shortest right field fence in Major League Baseball into the bullpen. And it stopped the Rays from scoring the go-ahead run because you got to put the runner on first that was running with the pitch back on third.
Crazy.
Because the rule is that if it hits a player and goes over the fence and it's an inadvertent hitting the player, that's a ground rule double. Now, if the player had grabbed it and thrown it over the fence, the umpires will give 2 bases to where the other runner was.
Right, they use
if he had purposely done it, it's a discretion.
Right, it was just like a fluke play.
But Renfroe couldn't carry. I mean, the ball caromed off the wall so fast he couldn't corral it, and it went off him and it went over the fence. And the Rays didn't score, and then walk off home run, bottom of the 13th. See ya. And the Rays, with their 100 wins, are 1 game from being eliminated. That is the crazy. I don't remember seeing that. And I'll just say this: got to change the rule. Got to change the rule.
Rich, why do you want to change rules?
Because it's got to change the rule.
You've never seen. How long have you been watching baseball?
I've never seen it.
So why do you want to change it?
Because I don't like it.
You're stupid.
That's why.
Are you just trying to get me fired up?
Simple enough.
That's stupid.
Change the rule. Change the rule. You get 2 bases from where the guy was when he's running. If it goes off a player.
Once in 50 years, and you want to change the rule?
Yeah, I do.
It's not going to happen for another 50 years.
Maybe not.
Stop it.
Maybe not. If it goes off a player and it goes over the fence, it should be 2 bases from where the guy was.
No, it shouldn't. That's the rule. It never happens. Why are we changing stuff that's a fluke?
So that's number 1 up on the list, and 1 goes against 8. And pop it back up again because I don't have it in front of me. Hoskins, would you please?
First round baseball matchup.
Grandal deflects the ball with his shoulder.
That was bizarre.
Okay, so the White Sox are up 7-6. Grandal hits a ball to first base. What was it, Tim Anderson who was coming home? I didn't see who was coming home. And first baseman throws home, and Grandal is, you can't even say he was in the baseline. Like, he was running up the grass.
Yeah.
Apparently the rule is before you reach that lane that's on the outside of the first baseline that you're supposed to be running in as a runner, the baseline's where you are. You have that entire span before that lane to run wherever the hell you want. Right. And Reggie Jackson stuck his body in front of it, and the White Sox got another run. By the way, the White Sox and Astros Game 4 is rained out Monday. They'll be playing that Tuesday. So that's the 1-8 matchup. Moving now down the bracket to the 3-6. Oh, my gosh. All right, from football. Number 3, the Bengals missed field goal in OT. The field goal hit the wind flag that was blowing outside of the upright. I've never seen that. A ball hitting a wind flag normally means that's good. But it hit the wind flag. It was as it was blowing left to right, outside of the right upright, and the Bengals thought they won it because the ball hit the flag.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But the flag was outside of the upright. I've never seen that either. What are the odds? How thick is that flag? What is it, 2-3 inches?
I don't know, but it made a noise. Like Evan McPherson
It actually made the sound.
was celebrating like the game was over.
Yeah, he thought he had it.
I've never seen anything like it.
Never seen anything like it.
And then Oklahoma down literally by 19 million points within 2 seconds flat. Spencer Rattler's first overall pick selection campaign went out the window as Oklahoma, behind their backup, won the game with no time left. That's number 6. That's your 3-6 battle. Okay, so good luck. You're going to post all of these on Twitter, right?
Put them all up on Twitter.
All right, now we're in the lower half of the bracket. A&M beating Alabama with no time left on a field goal is 4. And then the 5 is the Detroit Lions lose on a last-second field goal. Not like with no time left. Again, a 54-yarder yesterday, which is 12 yards fewer than the Justin Tucker field goal that beat them just 2 weeks ago. So 2 out of the last 3 games to the Lions, they've lost with no time left on a very long field goal. And no team's ever lost 2 such games in a season ever, and it's happened to them 2 out of the last 3 weeks. That's your 4-5 battle. And then to round out our bracket of 8, the 7 seed is Fury and Wilder, rounds 3 and 4. Now, you saw this, right? Kevin Clark of The Ringer is going to be joining this shortly.
Yeah, me and TJ watched this fight. Round 3, Fury knocks down Wilder, and it looks like the fight's over. Like, if he doesn't get knocked out in the 3rd round, coming into the 4th round, it's only a matter of time before Fury ends this. Wilder knocks Fury down not once, but twice in the 4th round, including maybe a long count.
Again.
And a long-standing 8 count to save Fury from getting knocked out in the 4th. I'd never seen anything like it in a heavyweight fight.
Remember when Fury was in here? And by the way, I posted one of his incredible soliloquies on his battle with mental health and how he thought of killing himself multiple times, because today is Mental Health Awareness Day, and I posted that at Rich Eisen Show and on my personal Twitter account. Everyone should seek that out. Remember when he was here and I asked him about how long it took when Wilder had just knocked him down?
Yeah, back in 2018.
And that it was kind of longer than 10 seconds? Remember the look he gave me in those pink short shorts as he was here with those legs that were, going from the chair all the way halfway to your table there, because he's all legs.
Thigh meat, TJ.
Remember that? I asked him that.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't like me asking the question.
No, he didn't.
So that's 7. That's the 7 seed versus the 2 seed. I've never seen this before. Now, I've seen games that are out of control, right? I've seen games that go back and forth. The Browns and the Chargers had how many points in the 4th quarter?
41 in the 4th quarter.
In the 4th quarter.
In the 4th quarter alone.
I mean, one after another, after another,
Just
after another, ping pong, back and forth. It was truly who's going to have it last, right? That was the general sense of who's going to have it last. And the Chargers were doing their damnedest to have it last. When Eckler was going into the end zone and slid before he went out of bounds.
Yep.
Smart play. Because
the
Browns were out of
timeouts.
So you just take it down. You're only down by 1 because your place kicker has missed not 1, but 2 extra points. And so you're putting in the game in his hands or foot, but it's a bunny. It's literally right there. He could take it and just sort of flip it. He doesn't have to kick it. He could flip it over the line and in. That's how close they were. So they hand it off to Eckler again, our 3rd hour guest. This will be a fun conversation with him. But instead of him just like taking a knee, he kind of like body surfed in the way that Le'Veon Bell used to in Pittsburgh, where he would just kind of surf and then wait for his time. But he was kind of hiding behind his offensive lineman, and he's easy to hide. So what the Browns did is they hunted him down and dragged him over the line. Now, we're showing you this photograph, okay? I've never seen this photograph. You should seek it out and watch this video later on if you're on our radio feed. He is surrounded by, count the orange helmets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Browns helmets around Austin Eckler. And if you had told me Eckler scored the game-winning touchdown, I would think they're fighting to keep him out of the end zone with this picture.
No.
They're dragging him in. And you could see his offensive lineman behind sort of like saying, wait a minute, come on back out.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like this. But we made it number 2 because I'm trying to get a rule changed in baseball after Brockman says it's literally been played since old Ross Hadburn played it, and I've never seen anything like what happened to the Rays in the 13th inning last night. That's your brackets. So, Chris, you're going to go to @Rich Eisen Show.
Yeah, so I'm going to post these all in the next couple of minutes. Go to @Rich Eisen Show and vote, and we'll see what was the craziest moment from the crazy sports weekend.
That was a while. I mean, we've left some out, too, I'm sure.
We left some out. We could have filled 16, but we went.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.